I need everybody watching to pay attention to the screen right now because more than 72% of you are not subscribed to this channel, and I have no idea why. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on mobile notifications so you never miss an upload. I upload weekly horse racing content. Hopefully you guys will join the community, and let's get started with the
YouTube.
video.
What's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 2001. It's been months since I played this, but we're getting back into it. We only have two horses, Glue Factor and Welsh Time. Or Glue Factor and Deep Timing, which I forgot is our original horse that we were able to actually create. We still have Glue Factor, so I'm assuming I used a different horse with Welsh Time, because Welsh Time was our filly. Glue Factor is our first colt, but we actually have an original here in Deep Timing. Let's go ahead and check him out. I totally forgot we did that. That shows you how long it's been. He's a D-ranked horse right now, and you can tell he's obviously our horse because of the black and purple we gave him for the mask of the shadow roll. And he's a front runner. So let me put this in my spreadsheet right quick. Oh my gosh, my spreadsheets are such a mess. I don't realize this until I get into the recording. So obnoxious. Well, I guess I don't need anything with Welsh Time because I don't even have her anymore. Alright, so this is Deep Timing. Let's see what we can do with him. I appreciate you guys' love and support, as always, on the videos. Let's see if we can get him into a race. Oh, he's already in a race. Okay. Well, I did not know that. So he runs 7 to 10 furlongs. 7 to 10 furlongs on... You can do dirt or turf. I guess it doesn't matter. Probably just need to do my spreadsheets like I have my 2001. I mean my Gallop Racer 3 spreadsheets. Alright, Glue Factor. He doesn't have a race, but he's not ready to go yet. So let's go to next week. We're in... Are we in April? Because what year is it? This is our... I guess I'll figure it out. Alright, he's ready to go now. Glue Factor runs he runs 9 to 12 furlongs. I'm all over the place. I'm getting it together. 9 to 12 furlongs. And turf or dirt? Okay, turf, I suppose. You know, he could run on the dirt, but 9 to 12. We'll just run him in this 10 furlong open. I think that'll be good for him. I know he's carrying a little bit of extra weight, but we'll see how that goes. Alright. Here we go. First race. It's been a while, like I said, since I played this game. Months, which is pretty bad considering. Because if I stick to uploading on a regular basis, then at the longest it would probably be like a month that I hadn't actually played a game. At the longest, I should say. So here we go. It's a field of 12. And our odds with Glue Factor are not terrible. So we'll kind of let the post parade go through its thing as I make some changes to my spreadsheet right quick. Because when I tell you it's a mess, it's an absolute mess. This is how I wish the post parades were in all the other Gallop Racer games. Because they're quick. It's quick. It goes through the whole field. You can see everything. You know, the other games are just too long, which is why I don't do them anymore. They're just way too long. Especially if I'm doing multiple races. You know, you just kind of want to get to the action after a bit. But yeah, the presentation of this game, to me, is still the best out of all the Gallop Racer games, hands down. I mean, this is still next level, and then they took it away for the other two Gallop Racer, well, the other 3 Gallop Racer titles after this one. I will never understand. This is how it should be, man. This is what you see. Realistically, you know, and they took it away. It's unfortunate. I really wish they would have brought it back. Okay, good start for Glue Factor, and I forgot where he likes to run. Okay, he likes to be in the lead. I almost forgot. It's been a while, like I said, since I played this game, so I have no idea how this is going to go. And I have to start his spurt at 2.7 furlongs about. Okay, he's in the blue. So he's comfortable. He's where he wants to be. I just like the overall look of this game because the horses look more realistic in this game compared to, at least their running animation. It looks more fluid in this game compared to like 2003 through 2006. So mid-pace. So it's probably still going to take a minute for me to get back used to doing well in this game. Just because, like I said, it's always an adjustment bouncing around the different Gallop Racer titles. Alright, now we're going to get him going. We're not going to whip yet because we need to make sure we have stamina left. Alright, we're doing pretty good though. Furlong left to go. Glue factor is actually looking pretty nice here. Looking pretty nice. We have second place secured. Third. Not bad. Not bad. We weren't the favorite. We weren't really expected to win, so that's still a pretty good result for Glue Factor. Finishes in the money. We'll take it. I'm happy with that result. Yeah, I'll take that. Start was A, control was B, rider eval 87, so that's good, considering, like I said, I haven't played in a while. I'm cool with that. So deep timing, I'm going to have to figure things out for this horse, because I can't recall we've actually raced with him once. I can't remember what happened in the last video of this series, so... Okay, so this is still considered the first season of this game. We're just in the month of May. When is this horse racing? It says the name of the race, but it doesn't actually tell us. Oh, he actually hasn't raced, so he'll be making his debut. Oh, I forgot. If he's a 2-year-old, he won't be racing until like July at the earliest. Oh, never mind. So Glue Factor's ready to go again. So let's go ahead and look at Glue Factor in a little bit more detail to see when he's going to peak. Okay, so this is going to be his best year. 13 lifetime starts for Glue Factor, 4 wins, no G1s, of course. He's not a G1 horse. All right. Well, let's see if what we can do with him again. Now, as far as these courses, I keep forgetting courses with no slope: Phoenix, New Orleans, Philadelphia, San Diego, Lexington, Boston, because it does kind of help. So it'd be more ideal. Philadelphia, it's a G3. Well, we'll have a handicap. Well, it said handicap. Or no, maybe it's just age, because we're coming in and weighing a lot less than we normally would. Okay. I'm trying to think of what do I want to do in this game specifically. Because right now, as I'm still getting adjusted to things, I want to continue to stick to just having these 2 horses. Eventually I'm going to get another filly. Yeah, because we have no horses here. Glue Factor I'll be able to retire at the end of this year. So I figure maybe if I find another filly towards the end of the year, depending on how long she'll be able to race for, we'll be able to use her and Glue Factor to create another Gallop Racer original and see what we can get. Alright, cloudy conditions here, but Glue Factor is ready to go, and let's see what he's going to be able to do for us here today. I'm excited to go through this game because I never played it growing up. It's the only Gallop Racer title I actually never got a chance to play because like no stores, no GameStop sold it. I saw it one time and I couldn't get it, and then it just disappeared from like all other GameStops and places like near me. And I never honestly had a chance to get it. It was hard to find it online too. It was such a weird thing. I don't know why. Granted, I needed to have money to buy it. Even as a kid, like, you know, my mom wouldn't mind buying me stuff every blue moon, but for the most part, if I really wanted a game, I would have to come up with the money, which means selling my Pokemon cards or trading in other games I already had that maybe I got as gifts. That's how I would kind of have to get my money to get games. So I wasn't able to play this, but it's a field of 12 again here. And we have a chance to finish in the money, which is all I'm really looking for as a Glue Factor. I'm not expecting us to win anything crazy. So we're on the 2, Glue Factor. Coming in with a weight of 117, 124. So the rest of the field is carrying more weight than us. So we technically should have a pretty good advantage here against this field. But let's see. Okay, I was going to say that was weird. My screen went black for a second, which happens sometimes. Very good start. He gets out great. That's what I was going to say, which is what I do love about this horse. He gets out really well. And we can kind of just let him go on his way. So we got to make sure we keep him in front. Just make sure he's not burning himself out. We don't want that. Okay, he is in good shape here. So like I said, try to go, and I forgot these horses will end up bumping if you don't control them, so I can't just take my hand off the controller on the curve, because this game has this weird drifting that happens. Like, that horse is so close to bumping us. This track doesn't have a slope, so realistically we can get going a little bit later than usual. Okay, I'm gonna get him going now. So the AI don't get going until like 2.4 furlongs. But I'm going to take advantage with glue factor. Furlong to go. We're still doing pretty well. Still doing pretty well. Now I'm going to go on the whip. Okay, so we're going to be third place probably. Third or fourth. Dropping. Come on, no worse than fifth. Sixth. Dang. He dropped down the order really, really, really quickly. I probably could have honestly waited to go a little bit later. Yeah, I could have waited a little bit longer than that. 65, yeah. Double A's though, but I could have waited a little bit longer, which is fine. Which is fine. Felt like we were running a little bit fast anyways, but I definitely could have waited. Because my main thing is I can try to beat the other horses just based off of just letting them tire themselves out. So deep timing, he is getting slightly better just because he's obviously aging. Now in terms of when he's going to be at his best, we don't know yet. His cost is only 30, so he's not going to be that great. But he's our first original, so I'm looking forward to that, at least. Okay, Glue Factor is ready to go again, so let's go ahead and get him in another race. Because like I said, we'll be retiring him at the end of the year. Let's see. 10 furlongs in Lexington, I guess we'll go ahead and do that. Carrying a little bit extra weight this time. We'll see if that hinders us or not. Okay, it looks like we got rainy conditions here today, which track will probably be sloppy, but it will be on the turf, so not too bad. And let's see if we can get a money place finish with them. We were close there, just gassed out at the end. I probably should have waited. It's a field of 10, and yeah, we could finish in the money or we could finish out very easily. It's a relatively shorter field than most Gallop Racer fields, so this is kind of going to be hit or miss. But we run our race right, we should be able to finish in the money. So we have post position 8. So we got to get a really good start because we'll be coming from the outside and we're going to have to overtake. But it's 10 furlongs, so we should have quite a bit of time to do that. Let's see. Like I said, he gets out absolutely fantastic. I mean, you know he's going to get launched right to the front. And, yeah, he's looking good. He's looking good. I'm just going to hold him back just a little bit. Okay, he's running a little bit fast here, so I'm going to try to dial him back because I feel like he's using a little too much stamina. Now he's in the blue. Alright, we don't want this horse to pass us. We don't want to let this horse pass us, but it happened. Just got to make sure he stays in front. Okay, half distance to go, stamina still remaining, pace is slow. So like I said, we'll try to start our spurt a little bit later this time because clearly the last race we started a little bit too soon. The AI started at around 2.4, 2.3, and we got started at 2.7. It was a little too soon and we gassed out for it. So, and now we'll get going. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. And the reason why I don't whip too often too soon is because it definitely tires your horse out much quicker in this game. So if I don't have to, I'm not going to. Not until we get closer to the wire and we'll get third place finish. I'm content with that. Money place finishes. That's all I want, man. Money place finishes. We'll take it. Like I said, Glue Factor is kind of at closer towards the end of his career. But he's still finishing. That's a close finish. It's a pretty close finish. And I think I've talked about it before. I love the animation in this game. It's a little bit more satisfying to watch your horse cross the wire here. Not saying it's not in the other games. It's just something about this one that makes it feel a little bit more authentic. Which makes me think different companies within Tecmo have worked on Gallop Racer, right? Yes, the overall company is Tecmo, but it's kind of like with the GTA series, Grand Theft Auto series, for anybody that's familiar with that. There are different branches of Rockstar games that worked on the different Grand Theft Auto titles. I feel like that was the same for Gallop Racer, because you go from Gallop Racer 3 on the PlayStation to this being the next title on PS2. The games, you can tell these were probably made by the same company within Tecmo. And then when we jumped into Gallop Racer 2003 and 2004, those were those were drastically different than this Gallop Racer game, I think, in comparison. So I feel like it was a different division of people that worked on 2003, 2004, and 2006 compared to whomever worked on Gallop Racer 3 and then the game we're playing now, which is Gallop Racer 2000. I think it's pretty apparent. The games are drastically different in terms of performance, animation, all of that. So, Glue Factor ready to go again, and actually, we're almost at August, right? So that means Deep Timing. I still don't know when his first race is. I can't remember when we registered him for a race, but I know it's coming up soon. Let's see here. Let's run him in a grade 3. San Diego has no slope. 10 furlongs. Yeah, let's go ahead and run him here just to see if we can get a little bit of a better finish. Man, this game, just want to kind of continue to mess around with some Gallop Racer originals. Like I said, I just love breeding in the Gallop Racer games, and it's so satisfying to have an original horse of yours actually win really big races. Obviously, that's kind of the point long term. So even if that means starting off with some really low-tier original horses, eventually we'll get up there. That's the way it's been in all the games. Like at Gallop Racer 2004, I was terrible in my first 5 or 6 seasons in that game, and now, I mean, we're able to kind of get what we want and win G1s pretty regularly, even though there's still challenges, but, you know, we got there. We're year 19 or 20 in that game. I think year 19. Anyways, let's see. Better odds here today with Glue Factor. I mean, he's always pretty much in the money. We have a chance. We have a chance to potentially win this. We should definitely place. Gotta run the race like we did last time. The favorite is the 11 horse Run Ronnie. Even the horses' names in this game. Some of these horses aren't in the more recent titles of Gallop Racer. That to me kind of lets you know some of the staff had to have changed at some point. Goody Good. Mutal Fuel, it's a horse that I used before, 4-year-old colt. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get a win here. It's a G3. It would be nice to get a win here. Let's get a good start. And as usual, he gets out without a struggle. And let's just make sure he stays in front. Once he stays in front, I'm cool. I don't want him burning himself out to stay in front, but as long as he takes the lead and he establishes himself pretty calmly. Like I said, we don't want any horse passing us, so I'm going to make sure I keep him right here. When I see you creeping up, we're going to stay right here. Very good. This is looking good. This is looking good, and I think if we really get our spurt timed correctly, which means we don't start too early because stamina has proven to be an issue if we go too early. So we'll start drifting out, but we're fine. Keep them to the inside, make sure we save as much ground as possible, which is important in this game. I can't do my outside trips like I do in Gallop Racer 2004. In this game, it does punish you, so having an inside position is pretty crucial. Okay, let's see what the rest of the field is doing. They're going now, just fine. I'm going to wait. 2.6, a little bit sooner than I wanted to go, but let's see what happens. 10 horses getting away from us. It's a tough field. It's a tough G3 field. I feel like stamina's hurting us now. Yep. See, I go against my intuition. I start too soon. I shouldn't have started that soon. Believe it or not, that's all it takes. Some people may be like, oh, it's not a big deal. Starting at 2.7 to 2.4 in this game is a huge deal. It makes a difference. A couple hundred meters is literally all it takes for you to drop from 3rd to 7th in a race. And that's pretty much what happened to us. I mean, we dropped to what? We dropped to 9th. And we were 3rd with about 7.7 left to go. Dropped all the way to 9th. So, yeah, definitely starting your spurt a couple. You have to... I went against my own judgment. I heard voices in my head saying, start earlier, start earlier, start earlier. Which is not how I play this game, and it doesn't work for me when I do that, as you can see. I should have waited. That was kind of a blown opportunity. That's a little disappointing. Ooh. Deep Timing is ready to make his maiden debut. Let's get it. Our Gallop Racer original colt, our first original horse in this game, period, is ready to make his maiden debut. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I'm not even expecting us to finish in the money. If we do, that's a good sign. So let's see. Clear skies. That's what I like to see. It's only a field of 8, even better. 2-year-old colts and fillies going 7 furlongs, all with equal weight. And we have a chance. I mean, realistically, besides the 4-horse and the 7-horse, who don't appear to have great odds, the rest of the field looks pretty competitive. And even still, those horses could still end up upsetting. So this should be a good race. And 8, only a field of 8, I like that. Sometimes I like the shorter fields in this game because you don't have to worry necessarily about track position as much. There's Deep Timing, our 2-year-old colt ready to make his debut. He looks awesome. He looks awesome. I love the purple and black. There's Cool Art, the 3-horse, the favorite. We'll Group 4, Strut and Stuff. Names in this game are so much more innovative than the other Gallop Racer titles, that's for sure. I mean, imagine if this game, if this style of how this game was made was just introduced into a newer Gallop Racer title. That would be absolutely amazing. Imagine that with like PS5, graphics or Xbox X graphics. That'd be so amazing, man. So pretty good start for Deep Timing. Now he has to be in the front, so we're gonna push him. And even running full speed, he's not really getting to the front. Now he is. Okay, so it takes him a minute, but he got there. Alright. Okay. So pretty good. Pretty good so far. Release. He had me a little bit worried. Now I'm going to start my spurt a lot later. I start a lot later. Fast pace 46 and 5. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, we're going to get going now. Going to get going now. Let's see. Does he have any speed? Furlong left to go. We're not going to go on the whip yet. Now we're going to go on the whip. Okay, he's reeling in that horse. Still second place. Third. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. We'll take it. He looks promising in the speed category more than the stamina. I don't think he dropped too much in regards to his stamina because we waited later, but I could sense a little bit of kick in the speed. So hopefully that's a telltale sign that he will be decent enough once he becomes a little bit better to actually have a little bit more speed. So I'm content with that. I mean, third place in his first race, considering statistically he doesn't look that great. That's not bad at all. At least I wasn't expecting to win. 400 points. We'll take it. I will take that. The rider eval of 82. For sure. So yeah, Glue Factor's ratings are dropping, so it's best we retire him. I wonder if I should retire him now. I'll do one more race with him, and if he doesn't do well, we'll retire him, because I know this game, when it comes to breeding, a horse's actual racing career, in terms of their performance, their wins, so on and so forth, does affect how good the Gallop Racer original horse, aka the offspring, will be. So I don't want to hurt that ranking for him, or that rating for him, by having him constantly underperform in races. So we'll do one more race with Glue Factor. If he doesn't do well enough, I would say 4th or better, then we'll go ahead and retire him. kind of want to try a G3 again. Let's go ahead and try another G3. But yeah, that was a really good result there from deep timing. I'm pretty content with that. So yeah, we still don't know when he's gonna peak. This game is like 2004. It doesn't tell you when your horse is gonna be at its best. So we're kind of gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, his braking is good, conditioning is good, incline is good as well. So deep timing, I think he'll be decent enough for our first original in this game. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to give us some solid results. Let me go ahead and I wanted to save right quick, but I'll do that after this race. No biggie. Last race for Glue Factor. Of course, his odds always pretty much show that he can finish in the money, but that doesn't always mean he will. It's a big field of 13 here for this G3. Gate position 13, so we're going to have to get a really great start and immediately cut over to the front. And that's a long way to go from outside post position 13 to go to the rail, essentially, and to be leading. That's a big ass, so hopefully, let's see. Pretty sure we got out well, as usual. Now we're going to have to do that, and I'm going to have to move him over. I think we're still in first, looking good. Dropping back a little bit because he's running way too fast. I had to do that, though. I mean, we're starting all the way from post position 13. That's not giving us a whole lot of flexibility there. I mean, if we got to get to the front, we got to get to the front quickly. You know what I mean? I got to pass these horses. He does not want these horses to be ahead of him. Okay, now he's back in the blue. Alright. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I feel like we've used a lot of stamina because, like I said, we were all the way on the outside and we had to get to the front. So I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm not feeling too confident, to be completely honest with you. But I'm going to wait because we don't have the stamina to go sooner. Yeah, that horse went past us. Whatever. I don't really care. Let's see. Like I said, there's no point to whip sooner in this game. It literally makes your horse lose stamina quicker, especially if they're not already going fast enough. It's just kind of like a quicker way to fall back. It is what it is. And as Glue Factor's last race, he's done well. He's won 4 races for us, so I cannot complain. But yeah, post position 13. It doesn't help, especially when your horse wants to be in the lead. That does not help at all. Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, we'll go ahead and retire him, then use him for breeding. Yes, I would. So Glue Factor will be ready for breeding April of next season. I also noticed in this game as well, which is probably why we don't play it a lot, you can get through a year in this game a lot quicker than you can in the other games, especially if you don't have too many horses, which I only have 1 now. So yeah, you definitely get through this game a lot quicker. But yeah, deep timing is getting better and better progressively. We will get another filly here soon. 76, 74 rating overall. Let's see, 7 furlongs, we'll take it. Probably should find another filly. I'll do that towards the end of the video. Like I said, I gotta reorganize my spreadsheets. It's an absolute mess. So I'll purchase her at the end, that way I can actually take my time off screen to make sure my spreadsheet is much better. Alright, let's see. Okay, pretty competitive field here. I mean, there's 3 horses that don't look like they have much of a chance, but everybody else can very easily win this race, so it should be pretty competitive. It's a field of 11. We got post position 10, and again, because this horse is a front runner, You got to get them to the front. It's the only problem with front runners and outside post positions. You really got to work them hard, get a good start, and get them to the front. And then, like I said, essentially go across half of the field, more than half of the field. Because running that far outside is not going to benefit you. You know what I mean? Great start. Okay, he's doing pretty well. We should still be in... Are we not in first? We're not in first. Okay. Well, I'm just going to keep him here because, I mean, I'm not going to burn myself trying to catch that horse. That's the thing, too. Sometimes it's just like if you're not going to catch the horse, I just need to kind of just let it be. It's not worth gassing my horse out. I know some people would. We all play this game differently. That's never worked for me. So I don't know how this is going to go. Now, I waited late because I was waiting to see what the leader was going to do. He waited a really long time, so I'm like, hey, let me wait a really long time. Okay, let's see what Deep Timing can do. We may actually get a win here. Deep Timing pushing through, and he's going to get up there at the wire. Deep Timing gets his first win in his second race. What looks like it may not have been a good result for us, we actually pulled through. This horse has a little bit of speed in the stretch. That's a great win. That's an absolutely fantastic first win for Deep Timing. That is awesome. That is an awesome first win. With an original, I've never done that in this game before. That's like, what a win. 1.8 furlongs. Keep that in mind too. If I listen to the comments, people were telling me, you're going too late, go sooner. Literally waited. I'm like, okay. I watched the leader. And I'm like, okay, the leader's not going yet, so I probably should wait. I need to see, because I mean, I'm still figuring this horse out. We did not get going until 1.8 left in the race, and clearly that helped, because if we got started any sooner, we would have gassed out. And if we got started later than that, then obviously we probably wouldn't have had a chance to win. But 1.8, that's the latest I've ever started a spurt. That was a burst of speed. I want to watch that back. Oh, man, what a win. I did not expect that to come at all. Great start, though. You see he gets out. Look at the presentation of this game. This is so... This game, no disrespect to the other Gallop Racer titles. Presentation-wise, this game is miles ahead of the other Gallop Racer titles. Look how fluid that looks. That looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. It looks so much more fluid and realistic, man. Look at that. There's Deep. Look at that. The movements, everything. So fluid. You see how long it took us to get going. Then we got going. And watch this burst of speed, hopefully, that they'll show us. Deep Timing, pushing through. Looked like the other horse was going to come through there, but then Deep Timing, digging in. Look at that drive. Look at that drive. Oh, that's amazing. I love the presentation of this game, especially, like I said, if you actually watch horse racing in the Asia region, especially in Japan. That's literally how it looks, especially on the home stretch. I can't exaggerate. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch a couple of races. There should be some videos on YouTube. What courses? I know Shatin is a good one. That's obviously in China, but as far as the Japanese circuits, I think there's I can't remember the names. It's been a minute. One that starts with a K, or Kaiba City, I believe. Kaiba or Kaiba City. Keiba. I forgot how they pronounce it, but whatever it is. Race course, that's in Japan. There's Kawasaki for sure. Even in South Korea, Busan is a race course in South Korea that I was watching quite a bit last summer. That was really enjoyable. That's literally how it looks. So the presentation in this game is miles above any of the other Gallop Racer titles. 1,600 points. What a win for Deep Timing. That is awesome. I was not expecting that soon. That is an awesome win for Deep Timing. Awesome win. And his cost is going up. I didn't realize the cost in this game does actually adjust. I don't know if it does that in the other Gallop Racer games, but this one, I guess the cost in terms of how much your horse is worth goes up. That's great to know. So before we end this video, let's go ahead and look for a filly. Actually, let me save right now because that's some good progress we just made. I'm really happy with that result, especially because it came from an original horse. Like, that's such a satisfying feeling. In these games, since I haven't established myself yet, and even in our series and playthrough of Gallop Racer 2004, it's always satisfying to get a win with your original horses over, horses that the game has to offer you. Yes, it's great to win on horses that you just genuinely like that the game offers, but it's something special about actually getting a win on a horse that you've essentially created and bred in this game. That's always the most satisfying for me. So let's go ahead and look for a filly. So I can order horses. I can order novice or step up C-ranked horses. Pace. I want a preceder, because even though running at the front is very easy right now, it can sometimes be a little bit of a headache. I prefer a horse that wants to be near the front but doesn't have to be leading, because then you have to really, essentially set the pace. So let's see what I can do for that. I don't care about anything else. Order. So how does that work? Did I order something or what? I'm confused. I've never actually done that before. How does that work in this game? Okay, I don't know how that works. Somebody can explain that to me. See, when I ask questions, that's when I like to hear some feedback, If I ask something, then yes, please, do tell me. Because I've never played this before to that extent, so I've never experienced or experimented with the order feature, so I don't know how that works. Like I said, I need a filly, but I'm not going to spend... Miss 90? She doesn't look bad, to be completely honest. No, she only costs 3,200. That's not going to break the bank. Spurred is whatever, 6 to 10 furlongs. She's got some range on her. Her temper isn't great. Everything else is mediocre. I mean, I just kind of want another filly to possibly breed with the glue factor. And she'll peak as a 3-year-old. This actually works out. That means we'll be able to just have her for 1 year, retire her, and breed her with a glue factor. So yeah, why not? Alright. Miss 90, welcome to the family. Let's see if we can actually get her in a race before this video ends. Really is the last race. Let's see if we can get her in one right quick, just to kind of see how she rides. Alright. This 8 furlong race, perfect. So Miss 90, welcome to the family. Okay. And let's see how she does. See how she does. Alright, last race of the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been decent. I mean, we've finished almost in the money. I forgot, we've raced, what, 6 or 7 times. We finished in the money 5 out of 7 or 4 out of 6, whatever it's been. So that's good. Especially since we're still, I mean, this is still our first season in this game. Short field, I like that with these 2-year-olds. Very short field. She's only filly in this field, so she's running against all the boys, and she has a chance to win. That's all I need to see. If we have a chance to finish in the money, that's great. If we have a chance to win, even better. And we don't have to worry about getting her out to the front immediately. We can settle her in pretty quickly once we get out. So, only girl in the field running against the boys, Miss 90. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Here we go. And we're off. Decent start. I forgot, she's not a front runner, and I'm pushing her to get her to the front like I usually do with my horses, because the last 2 I've obviously had have all been front runners. So what's wrong? Is she not comfortable running that far up? Up? Oh yeah, she wants to be further back. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get sandwiched. I don't like this. We're gonna get sandwiched. No, the drift. I have to constantly adjust her because of that stupid drifting feature. That is something I do not like in this game. I know horses can drift in reality, but it's kind of obnoxious in this game. It's like, come on. Let's move out. All right, we got a long way to go, so let's get her going. I'm not going to put her on the whip yet. Wait till about 1.5. Let's see. Let's see if she can ring them in. Okay, she's catching. I don't know if we're going to get them at the wire. Maybe been a little bit too little, too late. It's going to be close. Get up there. 6th place. Yeah, that was tough. Long way back. Long way back. I still think she'll be decent. I was pretty far back, to be honest. I probably should have gotten going a little bit sooner with her. I'm so used to, like I said, being literally at the front of the field. So adjusting to that is a little bit different. But I'm not disappointed. I think she'll be fine. That's our first race with her. I think she'll be fine once we really get going. So I'm not at all worried. I'm not at all worried about Miss 90 and her future. I think she'll be fine. And like I said, we're going to use her to breed with Glue Factor to try to get something decent out of those two. But that will do it for this episode of Gallop Racer 2001. So I appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel. We will be back with this game again. Like I said, it's so easy to get through a year in this game, which is the only reason why there won't be so many videos of this like there is with the other games, because like I said, I rotate my games based off of completing one season, and it's much easier and quicker to get through a season in this game. So usually when I play this game, we may only have 2 to 4 episodes max, and then rotate to the next Gallop Racer title, because like I said, it's just so much easier to roll through these games, especially when I don't have that many horses. I'm sure once I get more horses, it'll take us a little bit more time. But like I said, I'm still learning this game, so I don't want to go broke just buying horses just to buy them. That's never been my play style. I want to continue to usually keep 2 horses at least at the minimum, 3 maximum right now. And then, like I said, as I get more comfortable, as we get better and progress through the game, then yeah, we'll start obviously adding more horses to our archive, so to speak. But yeah, we'll be back with some more Gallop Racer 2001 action here very soon. Horse Racing Gamers. And until next time, hope you all have a great and fantastic day. See ya, and